But can he beat a top 5 team? A&M won the toss and deferred, so Florida will get the ball first. And it will be a touchback. It will come out to the 25. Let's bring analysis just south of Houston. Here's a flea flicker on the first play, and wide open out in space for a first down past the 40-yard line is Trevon Grimes.
Going and has this offense rolling.
17 yards on the first play. Trask to the air again, and it's pulled in. Kyle Pitts with his 13th catch of the season. Gain of about 7 on the play.
His wide receiver just trying to find a favorable matchup in the offense.
Here's Pierce breaking a tackle, trying to get to the perimeter. Runs over a defender as he picks up the first down. Preseason first team All-SEC quarterback Kyle Trask, the first at Florida since Tim Tebow back in 09. Looking to make something happen here on third down. Trask sees some running room and takes off. And Trask is upended near the line to gain. It appears he'll be just short. And Davis in it running back. And he'll get the call, makes a nice move and picks up the first down. That was a great cut in space at the point of attack. And he moves it all the way.
Kyle Trask has been under center. They have really transitioned to more of a passing attack, and it's really suited their skill.
Trask throwing it out to Tony in the flat, and Tony is inside the 15-yard line. A flag comes soaring in. So while we wait for that, Greg, is that because Trask doesn't fit the mold of what team? A big play erased. Trask to the air again. Has all day, takes a shot into double coverage in the end zone. It's broken up and incomplete. He went for Grimes, but there were 2. Trask hits Pitts. That pass a little behind him. You see the incredible hands of Kyle Pitts making the catch and moving the chains. Here's Pierce getting the carry and drags a defender with him down to the 11. When you think about minutes gone by in this drive, play 14, Trask gets rid of it. It's caught. Going to be close. Boy, it looks like a nice spot for Tony. Enough to move the chains. Yeah. So third and goal. Trask. End zone shot. And Pitts got it. Touchdown. 2 defenders right there. And Pitts able to rip it out of the air for the score. Grabs 28 yards. That drive took half the opening quarter. And the extra point by McPherson makes it 7-0. Bo told us this week. And we got to have some of those. If we're going to beat a team like Florida, we got to have big plays. Kellen has to be more sharp. He's facing pressure here and delivers a strike. They've got a pretty good tight end as well. Jalen Weidermeyer. That out of the pistol here on first down at the 39-yard line. Play fake for Mott. And taking a shot here. Inside the 20, it's caught. They get one of those big plays. Caleb Chapman with single coverage pulls it in for 48 yards. They've been waiting for that all year. From
pass catching options at this point on the same side of the field, so I would imagine Mon's eyes start there.
Mon zips a pass to the end zone for the touchdown. Chase Lane was wide open. What a response by Mon to the Aggies.
Beautiful throw, similar to what they had last week to Reddick.
Extra point is good. Again, Jimbo Fisher said we gotta have big play. Trask pumps, gets hit as he throws downfield for Tony. What a catch by Tony, but ruled out of bounds, stepped out. Let's go back to Jimbo Fisher. There's a penalty. Play fake, Trask. Long throw, hitting Grimes, able to break a tackle. And finally brought down to the 47-yard line, chased down by Michael Clemens.
The foundation of this program is still in its infancy, especially knowing the challenges that COVID presented this team this year.
Trask, and wide open out of the backfield is Davis inside the 35-yard line. And he runs over a defender, still going. We've seen 2 Florida running backs take out.
Who appears like he's going to be lined up at the top of the screen. And hopefully for Aggie fans, he won't be single covered.
Here's The quarterback Trask backing up and throws for an open receiver caught. Kadarius Toney with a touchdown, and then a late flag is thrown. Trask getting into it with an A&M defender.
It's with double coverage, work Kadarius Toney over the field. Excellent throw and catch.
(14-7) Florida.
And Dan Mullen's done an amazing job of developing him these last couple of years.
On 2nd and 5, Mond from the pocket. And wow, that was a really good throw in traffic. There's a guy that Holly talked about. 3rd down and 2 for A&M. It's 26-yard line. Mond throws another strike. 1st down catch by Weidermeyer. We talked a ton about Pitts, but don't sleep. Kellen Mond, 7 of 8, over 100 yards and a touchdown. Facing pressure here, but gets rid of the pass. And wide open is Smith in Florida territory. Anaya Smith able to find an open seam in the secondary. From the 30-yard line, going to go back to the other running back, Spiller. And boy, he gets 9 yards against the Florida defense, which has strined themselves defensively. On 2nd and short, they snap it quickly and get the 1st down with Spiller to the 19.
And I think Florida, what's so troubling and what's hard. So see if they can get home with a 3-man rush here.
They go empty, flexing Anaya Smith out, top of your screen. Mond looking the other way and has Chapman inside the 10, 1st down. Caleb Chapman had 5 catches all year coming into this. On 3rd and goal, Mond looks, Chapman got another one, touchdown. Caleb Chapman has become the favorite target today of Kellen Mond.
Design and a great drive from Texas A&M.
And we are tied. Kellen Mond was challenged this week. I saw Pitts on the sideline there. Play fake here for Trask, setting up on a crossing route. It's shorter, getting the 1st down into A&M territory. Down to the 41-yard line. He said, "I'm wearing it."
He said, "Closeout night, I'm wearing it." I said, "I love it."
Here's Wright able to get to the outside. Some nice cuts in space. And a 1st down for Florida at the 30-yard. Midway through the 2nd quarter, a tie game here at Kyle Field. Trask hands it off. Wright, good patience, breaks a tackle on the perimeter, and down to the 20-yard line. That's spilled by Michael Clemens, who is rolling. They're sticking with Wright here on this possession as they're in the red zone. Play fake for Trask, and it's caught by Gamble, number 2 tight end. Well, defense is not able to get off the field. That's Toney in motion, and that's where the ball is going. It's caught at the 10. Forward progress. Was very close to a 1st down. Looks like he's got it at the 10 yards.
They always roll a lot of guys. Played a lot last year. I know they lost 4 receivers, but they felt good with the experience coming back because of how they substitute, how they rotate their players.
Here's Toney on an inside handoff, and Toney showing that burst. And he got through the hole and then took off and gets close to 9 yards on the 2nd down and goal. Here's Wright, finds a hole, and is into the end zone for the Florida touchdown. The 1st for the freshman, Naquan Wright. McPherson with a point after, and Florida leads now 21-14. And with all of its timeouts left here, another pass play for Mond, and Mond and Caleb Chapman have something going here. Chapman, I guess,
Senior quarterback.
Haven't had a punt yet, haven't had a stop on 3rd down yet. Another run play, and Spiller's got room across midfield. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line, a 17-yard showing blitz. No surprise with Todd Grantham calling the defense. And here they come. It's picked up. Mond's pass is caught. That was a great grab at the 30-yard line by Chase Lane to pick up the 1st down.
Really, really inviting if they decide to go that direction.
Nope, Mond will throw it. Wide open receiver is Lane, and he gets a 1st down. That's going to stop the clock to reset the chain to the 19, but up. Florida rushes 3. Mond looks, caught, inside the 5. Fox will stop. They'll get rid of the chains, and then they'll run it with 11 seconds left.
You just drop someone out underneath the throw, potentially over the middle, but this is a pressure look from the Gators.
And here they come. Mon gets rid of it. Broken up. Incomplete, but a flag.
And you would easily send it out there if you weren't out timeouts.
And Seth Small knocks it through to end the first.
Gators offense.
Might be his worst throw of the season. I mean, spectacular at this point. First down after the penalty. A wide receiver screen to Grimes, who shakes a defender at the 40 into A&M territory and pushed out of bounds at the 43.
And you want to protect your guy. That's your instinct, right? To protect your guy, but you got to allow cooler heads to prevail. That's a game-changing penalty, perhaps.
Trask on 3rd down and 4. Throws a deep ball. He's got Tony. It's caught. It's a touchdown. You said game-changing penalty, but Leon O'Neal couldn't hold his water. He got a penalty too. They offset. Seconds later, it's a 37.
There of the mistake by the Aggies.
And the extra point makes it an 11-point game. And if you're 15-yard line, out of the pistol, Bond will hand it off to Spiller. Ton of room off the left edge. Out past the 25. So a gain of 13 on the play. 9 minutes to play here in the 3rd. 10th carry of the day for Spiller. And again, a ton of running room as he runs over a defender. Man, we've seen that twice out of Isaiah Spiller.
Let's go. Let's go, baby.
Gain of Dragons.
It's South Lake Carroll, man. Come on, Dragons.
Here he is again, getting the perimeter. Past the 40. Boy, he is not afraid. Look at him lower the shoulder, and a big hitter in Sean Davis. And there too, Holly, pretty hot and humid up here. Spiller with running room again. He is feeling it down to the 33. 5 or 6 on that.
Tested here as the game goes along.
Just going to keep pounding it here. This is Smith. And he's got a first down to the 24-yard line. It's working, so they just keep hammering it.
Anaya Smith at running back.
Started the game at wide receiver. Ton of room here with that offensive line blowing Florida's D-line off the ball. And Smith gets a first down to the 12. I mean, at over 100 yards week 1 against Vandy. Play fake. First pass of the drive. Mon dumps it off. Wide open. Weidermeyer to the 5. Comes up a yard short of the line to gain, but they're inside the Florida 5-yard line with 3rd down coming up.
I love it. And with the way my team front, the Aggies.
And they will pound it. First down. Touchdown. Isaiah Spiller. In great number today by Texas A&M, but far from being out of this one. The extra point makes it 28-24 with 14:04. It's like $5 million. Trask pumps in trouble, and down he goes. They finally get to him. Bobby Brown was there, so was Tyree Johnson. So 1 timeout remaining now for Dan Mullen for the rest of the game. Trask on 3rd and 16, going to dump it off. Wide open is Davis, but he will not get to the line to gain. So it's 4th down, and Florida will have to punt the football. The 3rd down and 5 here for Kellen Mond. 2 touchdowns on the day. Pressure coming. Blitz is picked up. The pass. One-handed catch. Weidermeyer stabbed it. And that was a bullet from the corner. Instead, they run it. Spiller trying to find a hole. Able to get the first down. He runs hard. There are 3 or 4.
On 1st and 10.
With both Spiller and Smith in the game, here's Mon keeping it inside the 25. And Mon hit hard at the 20-yard line by Elam. No wins over a top 5 team, but a chance to pick it up. Can they get a first down? Nope. Maybe they go on 4th down. Let's see. They picked up about a yard. Offense still with Spiller on 4th and 2. Spiller cuts it back, has a first down and more. He's got a touchdown. the lead for A&M. That would qualify as special. One of the guys on the sideline there, you don't want to get a penalty. Extra point makes it 31-28. Texas A&M need a big play. Out of the backfield. Can he break a tackle? Yes. There goes Naquan Wright into A&M territory. Oh my goodness, did he drill the defensive back O'Neal on that play. Just like that, they're at the 41. Play fake for Trask with a ton of time. Overthrows Pitts as there was pressure in his face, but Pitts still caught it. 2nd and 10. Wright reversing inside the 25-yard line, bringing up a 3rd down. I mean, you say toughest matchup in college football, and I'm wondering.
Here he is single covered way wide
On a true freshman. See if they go that way on 3rd and 5. That's where the ball's going. Pitts against the true freshman. While he's on the ground, did he make the catch? No, incomplete, but man, I thought he caught it. Incomplete. It's 4th. Wow, he absolutely crushed that thing. Oh my goodness. That would have been good. We say this a lot, and it. Florida rushing 5, and open comes Smith for a 1st down, and he lost the ball. It's picked up by Florida. Will they rule Smith down? Marco Wilson with a fumble recovery. There's also an injured Gator.
He needed to get off the field right there. The turnover did just that.
Trask, 3 touchdown passes today. He finds Tony over the middle. 1st down for Tony at the 25. And finally down to the 22. Gain of 16.
Ryan Johnson finding a matchup that they can take advantage of.
Play fake. Trask looking, throws. Tony is wide open. Drilled out of bounds at the 1-yard line by Richardson. Looked like a pick play downfield that freed up Tony, and it is 1st. Trask throws to Pierce, and Pierce breaks a tackle and scores. Touchdown, Florida. The Gators are back in front. 38-31, Florida. Kellen Mond from his 25-yard line. Gonna hand it off. Spiller breaks a tackle at the 30, but stumbles. Still got 7 yards on the
TVs because we got a lot of games to watch, Dave.
On 2nd and 3, Mond facing pressure and reaching out to make the catch is Weidermeyer and getting a 1st down to the 36-yard line. Mond to the air again. In traffic, catch made by Chapman at the 49 for a 1st down. That was an excellent throw. Plenty of time. Play action here for Mond, moving to his right, looking deep, got a receiver. It's caught. Chapman, touchdown. Tie the game here, 4.5 to go. It got tipped, and it still went through. Trask on 1st down, wide open out of the backfield is Davis. A mistake defensively by A&M. And Davis in one play takes last week, but switched places with Georgia. Gators trying to get to 3-0. They'll run it here on 2nd and 10. Davis cuts back, but he's thrown down and fumbled the ball, and it's picked up by Leal. Buddy Johnson forced the fumble. Leal gives A&M its 1st takeaway of the game.
Put it in the hands of the guys you trust.
Here's a pitch to Spiller out in space. Hurdles a defender. A helmet goes flying. Close to a 1st down is the running back. Quarterback sneak from Mond. Appears to have a 1st down.
So much of Texas.
Mon will throw, and it's caught over the middle for a first down and more inside the 20. Chase Lane gets the first down and more. We'll give it to Spiller, and he cuts it back inside the 15 and brought down inside the 10. So the clock will stop here to get rid of the chains on 1st and goal.
This is also a spot